So when we're looking at proofs, the normal way we're going to set these things up is we're going to have statements on the left and reasons on the right. So the statement part is just basically like new mathematical things that we're writing, like side AB is congruent to side CD, for example. And then by the end of it, what we want to do is we want to get to the answer, like what we're trying to prove at the very end here. Now on the right across from where the statement is, we're going to have a reason, which is basically the justification or like why we can say that sort of thing. So like some of these might be given in the beginning to us, but then as you keep progressing through these steps, you're going to have a reason to go from one step to the other. So once you go from here to here, you need a reason over here to explain how you made that jump. So if you look at this example right here, what we were doing is we were just solving 3x minus 15 equals 42 for x. We're saying that x equals 19. So essentially, we're given this information. We're trying to prove that x equals 19. So let's write out some reasons for this. So the first reason, this one right here, is that it's just given. We had to start with some equation, and we started with 3x minus 15 equals 42. Now the question becomes, how do we get from this to this? Now, if you remember some just basic algebra stuff, obviously we're going to add 15 to both sides. So what we can do for this reason of how we got to 3x equals 57 is we could just write that we added 15 to both sides. I mean, if we wanted to get super technical with this thing, we could call this the addition property of equality. But honestly, right now, I just want to get you guys the idea of how these things work more so than, getting real technical about stuff. So then, how do you get from 3x equals 57 down to x equals 19? Well, you just divide by 3 on both sides. So we divide by 3 to get x by itself, and we're left with x equals 19. So that's the reason. That's how we got to x equals 19. So each one of these reasons is basically why we were able to write this new statement. So we started here, we went to here because we added 15 to both sides. And then x equals 19 because we divided by 3 on both sides. All right, so now we're going to write one of these from scratch. And we're going to start with the equation 2 parentheses x plus 5 equals 15. So let's start off with that in the first statement. We'll have 2 quantity x plus 5 equals 15. And the reason here is given, because we started with it. Please do not abuse the phrase given. So many students decide that everything is given. That's not the case. Just the beginning stuff that you're actually given is given. So the next step I want to do to solve this thing is I'm going to distribute. I'm going to do 2 times those things. So you're left with 2x plus 10 equals 15. And the reason behind that was distribution. So what I did, I multiplied the 2 times the x and the 5. Nothing crazy. Nobody would be shocked to know about that. Okay, so to get from 2x plus 10 equals 15, the next step I want to do is I'm going to subtract 10 on both sides. So that leaves me with a new statement of 2x equals 5. And that's because I subtracted 10 on both sides. Okay. And then finally, the last step, I think we all know that we're going to divide by 2 on both sides here. And our final statement, what we, I guess, eventually proved, is that x equals 2.5.